So your company is in 3 states and 4 markets. Every market is completely different. I'm sure that even within Arizona, you have different approach and different marketing strategies. But can we talk about the market and how you are keeping your agents busy within those markets, and who is the busiest at this time?
Okay. Well, as we speak right now, Nevada, and no, look, at the last 4 years, I would say that it's been Arizona. Arizona's been one of the best markets in the country as far as appreciation and people moving in. A lot of people from California. That's why our 3 markets complement each other so well. A majority of people leaving California are going to Arizona. And then the second state is Nevada. Mm-hmm. So we complement each other really well as far as referrals and so forth as well. But they're very close. Right now it happened, as we speak, this very moment, Nevada is probably on a slightly better pace than Arizona and California. California is very consistent because of their lack of inventory, mm-hmm. right? And California is interesting because I think it's only the second time in at least the last, probably forever, but where they have as many people moving out as moving in. Last year, mm-hmm. and now this year, they have just as much. So that's really good for Arizona. And California needs it too because, they're running out of inventory.
Yeah.
They have so many people and so little inventory. And Arizona is a big, moving grounds for people from, all the way from New York, Minnesota, Washington, Oregon. They're all going to the Scottsdale, Phoenix area. And then Nevada here in Las Vegas, it's not just the Strip anymore. And as you can see, a lot of people, the Golden Knights are 2 games up in the Stanley Cup. We have the Raiders here now. The Oakland A's are moving here now. We'll get a basketball. So we're becoming not only a real city, but a really good sized city as well.
And price-wise, so the listing prices also varies. You go from $200,000 to $12 million easy.
Right.
So that is totally different markets within the same market.
Right. Yeah. Like Rancho Cucamonga, California would be one extreme of the market in California. Their average sale price is probably $650. Then you go over to Orange County where it's $1 million average. We have the desert of California. Las Vegas here, it's around $450,000, but we have the high end as well.
Really high end, yeah. And beautiful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and and for the first time I've been doing this for 39 years. And when I started, people would say things like, well, they're only making so much land, right? Meaning that it can only go so far. Well, this is the first time in history that I've seen it where it's really a supply and demand issue. Like we have the lowest inventory in years in all of our markets. Now that is what they do have in common. And what's common there is, a lot of people refinanced that were like in Las Vegas, in December of last year, there were 10,000 homes on the market, single family condos. Mm-hmm. Right now there's about 4,800, 5,000, right? And that's low. When I moved here 12 years ago, it was almost 30,000 because the market was. So this is a very tight inventory time for all of our markets. And that's, because, 2 years ago you could get 3.25% interest rate and now they're at 7. So a lot of these people that were going to sell and downsize, supersize, whatever they were moving, they decided to stay where they are. So until the interest rates, I think, fluctuate a little bit, you're going to see this inventory be tight. Now, that being said, we're starting to climb up in our pendings, and we're getting close to where we were in June of last year. Okay, so it's starting to, the pendings are climbing even though the inventory is still tight.
But you have plenty of land. I drove around, and let me tell you, there is a lot of new construction and new developments are still coming up. So there is a great future for more inventory coming soon, because one thing you have land.
Yeah, and especially in Las Vegas. Yeah, once we fill up that bowl, inside all that, we're surrounded by mountains, which we have some place to go to. Yeah, definitely. And so does Arizona.